Hello, this is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, taking a look at the ETFs for the week that was, or I guess for some it would be the week I wish had never happened. How about that? Oh boy, that's exciting. Anyway, why do we look at the ETFs? The ETFs gives a good picture of what groups are strong, what sectors are strong, that we could possibly look for opportunity, and what sectors also that are weak and that we should avoid. Isn't that what we want to do? Systematize. It saves time. So here we go. Biotechnology. By the way, just for yardsticks, this is the purple's the 200-day. The green is the 50-day. The 21-day is blue. The 8-day is yellow. All right? This is below the 200-day, folks. Leave it alone. Biotechnology, ain't nothing going on there. This is the ARC Innovation ETF. This thing was really strong, but it's lagging right now. It's below the 200-day. Leave it alone. Generation Internet still starts pushing above these moving averages. There's nothing there. This is the time to be involved with it, and with stuff like this happening. When it's this, there's better fish to fry. Just move on. Biotechnology started to pick up, tailed off a bit, but it did push through the moving averages. Maybe biotech will start to lead. Something to remember. Cloud computing, there's really nothing special there, folks. Energy's hanging in there. Look at this. You've got a big cup and a handle. Perhaps that'll lead. Okay? You have to watch it. Dow Jones Internet is just chopping around. Technology, nothing there. IBD 50 closed at the lows for the day on Friday. It's chopping. It's below a falling 50-day. There's nothing to do with it at this point in time. All right. And this is a proxy of the leading stocks, that IBD talks about. And please know, I'm not knocking IBD at all. I'm just taking a look at what the fund is doing, all right? And they pick good stocks, okay? That's not the issue here. Just the idea nothing's going on with a lot of the leading stocks. Gold miners hanging in there. What does that tell us? Oh, it's something you could have been watching and watch. Junior gold miners, similar situation. Look at that chart. Let me make sure this is updated. There we go. Cybersecurity starting to pick up, but tons of overhead, still lagging. Biotechnology, another biotech ETF, lagging. Online retail, lagging badly. This is the 200-day, folks. This is a falling 50-day. This isn't leadership. Don't overthink it. There's better fish to fry. Move on. And I should be saying that on a Friday, shouldn't I? But anyway, North American technology starting to pick up, but still a little bit choppy, not a lot of leadership. U.S. medicine picking up above the rising 50-day. Maybe it'll start to move a little bit. Not too bad. Mid-cap hanging in there above the 50-day. Not too bad. Home construction starting to lose the 50-day on a pickup in volume. Needs to start bouncing here. It's been strong for a while. Needs to get back above the 50-day. Growth. S&P 500 growth, iShares, bounced off the 50-day. Not too bad looking. It's above a rising 50-day. Here's the benchmark on all these, folks. Is it above or below the 50-day moving average line? 0.2 is the 50-day rising. That will help you find strength. Jets, what's the 50-day? It's just flat. Needs to get back above this. KRE, regional banking, above the 50-day, and it's rising. Fine. Midcap, support at the 50-day. Oil services, above the 50-day. Fine. Online retail, below the 50-day. Not good. See how quick you can do this? Software, below the 50-day. Not good. QLD, starts to push above the 50-day, falls again. Maybe it'll start to bounce off this. The 50-day is rising, though. That's a plus. Needs to show more strength. NASDAQ QQQ, the non-leveraged one, same situation. Cloud computing, below a falling 50-day. Look at how good this was here. We were involved in a lot of cloud computing stocks through all this. Now you look at it, there's thunderstorms going. There's nothing happening there right now. Silver above the 50-day, hanging in there, good to see. Steel above the 50-day, good to see. SMH, maybe it's going to push above the 50-day. The 50-day starting to rise, needs to get over the 50-day. Not bad, something bears watching. The leveraged one below the 50-day, nothing there. Spiders above the 50-day, that's good to see. Look at that. That's all you need to know. What does that say? I guess I should look at some of the leading S&P 500 stocks. There you go. It's not rocket science. Leveraged one, same. Solar. Forget it. I mean, folks, it's below the falling 50-day. It's below the 200-day. Maybe it's going to bounce. Why play the maybe game? It's below everything. Leave it alone. Move on. What does that tell us? We ain't looking at solar stocks. Done. TNA. Small cap. Nothing's happening here, folks. Oil services above the 50-day. Okay, or U.S. oil, excuse me. Another energy ETF. See how we saw a couple of energy ETFs? We just are building a case for maybe look at that group. Aerospace and defense lost the leaderships below the 50-day. Needs to get back above the 50-day. Until it does, nothing to do. Biotech. I mean, this was really strong during the COVID deal. Look at this. And now look at it. How things rotate. Energy, another energy ETF hanging in there. Good to see. Home builders was really strong, starting to lose a little luster, but it's got support at the rising 50-day. People say, look at this bar. This is a great lesson for everybody. We talk about this at Mission Winners. It's like, oh boy, that's a bad red bar. Look at that. I want to show you something here that's very important. I'll enlarge this for you with the joys of modern technology. You see this? This is where it opened. It gapped down, it fell, and it closed near the highs on heavy volume. Found support there, folks. Now, is it going to continue? We don't know the future, but at the moment, this has found support at the 50-day. So just remember this. Just because it's a red bar does not mean it's a bad bar. And I'll flip that coin. Just because it's a green bar does not mean it's a good bar. It's important to look at the open, high, low, close on each chart, each bar. And you can do it so quickly. You don't have to overthink it. We're about done. Basic materials hanging in nice. Look at that. Look at that trend. What does that say? Maybe I should look at some basic material stocks. Maybe there's an opportunity there. There you go. Communications hanging in there. Good to see. Energy, another energy ETF hanging in there. Financials, financial services. Look at this. The financial sector. What does that say? Oh, it's been something to look at. Done deal. Industrials hanging in there also. Technology started to show some life. Needs to start pushing back above the 50-day. But notice how a lot of the tech stocks were really ragged? And it was reflected in the ETF too. Consumer staples hanging in there. There you go. Tells you what to look at. Utilities, it's hanging in there. That's good to see. Consumer discretionary lost the 50-day. For right now, avoid it. Avoid the stocks in this group. You say, I don't know what's in there. Folks, we're all really smart. We got the initiative. You punch up XLY on Google and you get the leading stock, top 10 stocks in the group. That'll tell you, it's like, oh, those kinds of stocks? Gosh, I guess I should leave them alone. There you go. There's the power. Metals and mining doing fine. Remember, gold didn't look too bad? Look at this. Metals and mining. There we go. Retail still strong. Look at that trend. There's a lesson here, and I say this a lot. COVID, the consumer, everything's ending in the world. Don't do anything. And I'm not minimizing COVID. And, the consumer, everybody's out of work. Everything's shut down. Nobody's doing anything. It's a mess. And folks, please, I'm not getting political here. That's not the issue. The issue is this. Be aware of the news. Watch the charts. They will guide you. No preconceived notions. If you read the news, all you'd say is, man, I guess everybody's hunkered down and nothing's going on. And the retailing index more than doubled. There you go. Retailers. That's why we focus on the charts. What's been an ET? Here we go. Hang on a second. Software. Shopping around. Nothing there. I want to finish it. Back to the top. Say retailers. Well, here, take a look at this. We're going to do this for you, okay? Guess that's not too bad, is it? Is it? Is it? I guess that's not too bad. It's been a key list stock more than a couple times. There you go. And Home Depot. Last entry right there. That's not too bad. Anyway, that's my point. The key issue. Systematize. Look at the ETFs. Get them down. And it tells us what to avoid and where to focus. So let's get after it and make some money.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.